And I don't want to let you go without asking you about this big Democratic race, the showdown for the president. It's clearly a referendum on health reform. And they've got the wrong candidate, Democrats do, in terms of the politics of it in Massachusetts. She's not been a good candidate. Can they pull this off? And did he have to go this weekend, the president, and try to salvage this for his presidency?
Well, I talked to David Paleologos, who's the pollster up there for the Suffolk University poll that's gotten all the attention. I talked to him today. His polling late last night among bellwether communities was a double-digit for Brown. It looks like Brown, unless the snow gets in the way in those outlying areas outside of Boston, it looks like a win for Brown. I think the president had to try, but this adds sting. There'll be a much more sting to this when he loses. The fact that he went up there and personally attacked the Republican candidate was clearly defensive. It's going to hurt. I don't know why you can read this any other way than an attack on health care. But this one factor, two factors. One, even among people in Massachusetts who like the president, who are favorable to him, they favor Brown over Coakley. That is a devastating situation for the Democratic candidate. Number two, they have health care in Massachusetts. A bill passed with Ted Kennedy's support up there at the state level in the Commonwealth. So people have health care in Massachusetts. So what you're seeing is Medicare recipients, beneficiaries, don't need health care. They've got federally financed health care. People about to get Medicare, about to retire, already have it. People who have private health care already have it, and people in Massachusetts generally have it. So what you're asking people to vote for up there is a federal program on top of that, a financial burden on top of that, in addition to the added cost beyond the estimates of the state level program. So all the factors, including the terrible economy, do not augur well for the Democratic candidate, who doesn't know that Curt Schilling is a pitcher, was a pitcher for the Red Sox.
I mean, that was the most incredible.
That's the final problem.
You know, candidates are always briefed, presidential candidates are briefed before a debate or a town hall meeting on what's the price of milk, you know, how is inflation affecting the average guy, not that they go through supermarkets themselves, most of them. How could she not know Curt Schilling?
Well, the old question, you and I do this all the time, asking common questions like, what do you read? Like our colleague Katie Couric asked Sarah Palin. Clearly, this candidate doesn't read the sports page. We know that now. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say because her press relations people are trying to say it was a joke. It was, no, this is a loss for the home team.
A loss for the home team, but of course, special elections always very hard to pull in advance. By the way,
I think this is going to be Lexington and Concord. It's going to be a shot heard around the world. Everybody's going to know the health care was at stake there because Barney Frank said it better than anybody. It kills health care. This means the president has to either push the House to pass the Senate bill, go to Maine and try to get one of the two senators there, go to reconciliation. As you and I know very well, there is no good trade route now for health care if they lose Massachusetts.
If they lose Massachusetts, they cannot say this is Virginia, this is New Jersey. This is the canary in the coal mine for Democrats. That's the way they're going to view it on the House floor. Thank you so much, Chris Matthews.